and welcome to the channel. In today's video we are going to learn how to create a UI table view with sections. So let's start. We are using Xcode 11 and Swift 5 for this. So first of all, open main.storyboard. In Xcode 11 you have a choice whether you want to create the project with Swift UI or storyboard. So we choose storyboard. So here this is our view controller, and let's change the background color to this, and now we will drag our UI table view. And we will give it a constants 0, 0 from the leading, and trailing also 0, and bottom also 0. So here it is. Now in view controller we will create an IB outlet for it. And now let's connect it to main.storyboard. So here we have DBL coders, and here we go. Now let's give it few touch-ups. So table footer view is equals to UI view frame.0. This is required if you don't want to see the default rows, if your table view just consists of few rows and other rows are showing they're empty. So the table view will show a plain background, or you can say a plain content, and not showing the rows if you use this line. tbl coders dot data source is equals to self, and here tbl coders dot delegate equals to self. So we will use it later. First of all, let's create the self class for this tutorial, and here new file, UITableView cell class, and also create XIV. We are not going to use prototype cells, so here we will say coder name cell, or for more info coder info cell. Next, and then create. So here we have our coder info cell. Now what we will do, just drag a UI label onto it, and here 0 and 16, and from bottom 0. Also we will give it a multi-line, and now in coder cell we'll create the IB outlet for the same. And here we will create a function set coder name and name of type string, and self dot lbl name dot text or title is equals to name. So here we create this function. Now here we will connect this IB outlet to this name. Now just copy this class name, and in view controller.swift we will register our new dot register new UI new name will be this, bundle will be nil, and identifier will be same. Now here we will write down a data source for our table view. UITableView data source, and here number of sections. So by default it's 1, and we will change it later according to our data source. For the time being, we are just creating the data source method. So cell for number of rows in section is return 5, and then lastly cell for row at index path. So let cell is equals to table view dot dq reusable cell with identifier as coders info cell, and since we gave the identifier same, so let's put here, and we will return cell. Okay, so now here also we will implement the delegate here in another extension. And here we will implement height for row, and here we will say return dot UITableView dot automatic dimensions, and for this we need to specify dbl coder dot estimated row height is equals to 60.0, and uncomment this line. So here now we are done with setting up our data source and delegate. We are now left with the creating data source. So here we will write one more function create data source, and for this here we will create an array where expertise is of type dictionary, so here we will create a data source, and for this let's say expertise dot append and here we will pass the name of, like, key name is title, and value will be first of all iOS, and then we have one more key value, and it will contain an array of strings like Tom, John, Moody, and similarly we will create as we are going to create 3 sections. So here we have Android and Rima, Raise, and Jack, and let's say Judy, and lastly here we have ROR, and we have Majid, Ali, and Mariam. So here we have created our data source. Now we will create it here, create and data source. So here we will say number of sections will be dependent upon expertise dot count, and number of rows will depend upon the value of the dictionary. So let value is equals to expertise object add section, and since it is a dictionary, so we can do like this value, and if you want this, then say if let as an array of string, or you can say if not, it's guard let value as string, and here we'll say else return 0, otherwise returns value dot count, or you can say coder's name, so coder name dot names dot count. So here we are done with the number of rows in section. Now let's add the data to our particular row. So we need this again, so here just copy this and we will paste it here. So here instead of section we need index path dot section, and here since we are returning cell, so cell here, and finally we will say cell dot set coder name is equals to coder's name, and here we need the row. So here this is done. So now let's run the app and see how it looks. So here you can see that all the names are listed, but there are no sections. Why? Because we haven't implemented the sections, data source and delegates. So first of all, let's make that and just make these look nicer, and open code info cell, and here we will change the constants since it doesn't look nice. So we'll change the top and bottom constants. So here bottom space, and we will give it 15, and similarly top space we will give it 10, and also the bottom space let's give it 10. Now in order to create sections, what we need to do, we need to implement first height for header in section, the header part. So let's say return 50.0, and also the view for header. So view for, here you can see footer and header in sections. So here we need to return view. So select view is equals to UI view, and it has frame tbl coders dot direct, and here 0.0 width is equals to tbl coders dot frame dot size dot width, and height will be 50, and here we will return view, and here we will set view dot background color is equals to dot system green, and here we will set the background color since we have given the background color. So let's self dot view dot background color is equals to dot clear, and here now let's create let title label is equals to UI label, and of frame so view dot frame, and here we say title label dot text color is equals to dot white, and title label dot text. For text what we need we need the expertise. So here we have expertise, and here section, because we know, and here we want to access, and so here title, this title. So let's make it if let. So if let title is equals to expertise as string title dot text is equals to title. Okay, now let's sorry, here we need to remove this since it saying that error, forgive me, so pardon me. And now let's run the app. So here you can see that we have different title, but the title is not synced. We have created the section and it's showing because we didn't add the title to our view. So view dot add subview, and here we say title, or you can say title label, sorry, title label. And now let's run the app. So here you can see that it's synced. So let's make it more clear. So that's frame, and instead of this we will say cgrect, and here x should be 15.0 and 0.0. width will be view dot frame dot size dot width, and height will be 50, same. Okay, and also we will give the title label dot font is equals to font is UI font dot system font, or you say bold system font size of 16.0. Now let's run the app and see how it looks now. So here you can see we have different sections, and here so it says, and here you can see when I drag it, it says that iOS is a section that contains Tom, John, Moody, and Android has Rima, Reyes, Jack, Moody, Arrowhead, Majid, Alif, Bayan. And also if you want to add one more, then you can also add, suppose expertise, we need to add one more or two more. So here we can say Python, and it's a Jack, Riyadh, Mark, and here we have PHP, Jerry, Alex, Swill, one more, Rohan, Rob, John, and Rahul. So let's see how it looks. So here you can see it's showing, and you can see now it's overlapping. So here if you want to give the footer, then you can also give the footer to it, but since it's look nice, so we are not going to touch the footer part in this tutorial. So this is the simple tutorial that tells that how you can create in the section UITableView in Swift. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and do share this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then please subscribe it, as we are going to bring more tutorials on Swift and Swift UI in near future. Thanks for your time. Bye for now.